Hey, Vinny.
Hey, Brad.
Oh, what is going on, Vinny?
Nothing. I brought a friend.
Oh, yeah?
I did. Postmaster Postman Peter Brown.
We're joined by GameSpot's own Peter Dragons Brown.
Nobody owns me, but yeah.
Hey. You're a free agent?
Free agent.
Yep.
Giant Bomb's own Peter Brown.
We're claiming you. You work for us now.
Peter, what are we looking at?
Dragon's Crown.
Brad, what are we looking at?
I think it's Dragon's Crown.
All right, Peter.
So
you reviewed Dragon's Crown.
Yeah. So I played a little bit of Dragon's Crown, and it didn't exactly grab me. And you like Dragon's Crown.
So you grabbed Peter.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
I grabbed somebody who does like Dragon's Crown. So you've got way higher level character than me. You know this game better than me. You like this game more than me.
I'm glad you can admit all of that.
Yep. I'm pretty honest about my failings. So
Peter, are you a junior?
Am I a junior?
Yeah, are you Peter Brown Jr.?
No.
Crap.
Yeah, for the purpose of this, yes.
Okay, so can I just call you PBJ?
You may.
All right. Yo, Peanut Butter, what's up? What's up with Dragon's Crown?
I mean, all right, so this game, it's got that vanillaware kind of presentation, and it looks like a beat 'em up, but it's really much more of like an action RPG. Mm-hmm. It's got a lot of the same trappings as something, like Diablo. Lots of loot to collect.
There's definitely a loot grind aspect to it.
Yeah, and so, with that, comes a lot of combat to get said loot.
Lots of drunken fairies passed out in goblets.
Yep.
I'm gonna push the start button.
Whoa.
And I guess I should pick the lady, right?
Yeah, so I've got a level 40 fighter, which is basically a knight.
I've got a level 3 prostitute.
Whoa, come on now.
All right, working girl.
Yes.
She's a witch. So this stuff doesn't
World's
bother me
oldest
as much,
profession.
I think, as it bothers other people. Because,
Yeah, you would say that.
you know what? Actually, can I get back in there? Because I actually want to
You could
edit.
you could do a little editing on her,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
So
Get some of that deep crow.
we'll call in or Crescent Knight,
Yeah.
or Dark Blue, or Wine Scarlet, or just Silly Black. I'm gonna go with Silly Black. I'm gonna change her to English.
So wait, if you go back to the voice sample, you can actually hear it and see if you hit X up there. She's laughing in Japanese.
Well then, indeed.
Indeed. So the art style in this just seems crazy all around.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing, right? Is it's pretty outlandish and
Oh, there we go.
the literal definition of grotesque, where
what do we
everything's
got
just
here?
sort of extended outside of reality.
Amazon,
Yep.
wizard,
Yep.
dwarf.
Dwarf.
Man, look at that guy. That
Yeah,
guy's
he's
a house.
chiseled.
An elf.
Yep.
So I played wizard a little bit before this. So it's the brawler aspect of this that kind of put me off. Like, it just felt, I was playing the knight and it felt a little repetitive, it's pretty hacky and slashy. But then I played some of the wizard right before this, and that guy seems kind of cool. So can I play him?
You can, yeah, I'll allow
Sure you
that.
don't want to edit him?
Well, sure.
It'll be Silly Black.
Oh, you have to go back in there.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. I need to make sure
just have
she's still silly.
Ah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So,
Triangle.
yep.
Ooh, I like his voice.
Sultry.
Shall we?
Hey, they could not be more different.
Time. No, definitely not.
Sure. Grayish.
Yeah. Grayish quartz.
Yeah. I'm Lucin the Grayish. But now you can call me Lucin the Royal Light Garnet.
All right.
All right,
Yep.
choose him again.
Choose a character.
Yeah.
Choose him.
Right.
All right, let's start playing.
Let's do it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the proportions are ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like the whole thing just seems kind of ridiculous.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
like I've seen offensive stuff, and this just doesn't seem offensive. It just seems
It's silly.
I don't
silly.
I don't even know if I'd call it offensive.
All
so
right, that's
much as-
offensive.
Yeah, just ridiculous. Like it's.
Check me out.
It's
Check
kinda-
me out.
it's
Check
kinda
me out.
laughable.
Check me out. Check me out.
Yeah,
Check
so
me out.
Whatever,
like-
I can do that too.
Check me out. Check me out. Check me
wait.
out. This is why you don't play co-op.
Not with Vinny.
Are there idle animations?
Oh, you bet. Yeah, let's give the sorceress a minute to stand here, and I can,
Oh, no.
I guess, talk to Brad's comments.
All right.
The fighter
Well,
is.
let me get out of the shadow.
Also, how do you zoom in?
Wait, I want to see everybody's idle
As close as
animation.
possible.
I don't think we can zoom in.
It zoomed earlier when we were playing for some reason.
Who's doing that?
There it goes.
There we go.
Yep. Prime view.
Yeah, bring it in.
So yeah, you said you were playing as the fighter earlier. I mean, he basically is the only character that has that sort of. There you go.
Yeah,
just
that's
a little sway?
Yeah, you know, just sure.
never
If you're
mind.
gonna do it, just go all the way.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right.
I mean, it looks really uncomfortable anyway. So
Yeah, I
he's
mean, you know,
just shaking it
the
out.
lower back problems
out.
are nothing to joke about.
I'm
So
out.
at one
I'm
point
out.
in this game, they basically lock traveling behind a paywall. I mean,
What?
in-game paywall.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, you would leave town and just end up at a random dungeon.
So what are we doing? Like we're kind of.
So
you're
hang
blowing
on.
my mind.
I'm gonna ask
already.
you not to skip this because I think this looks amazing.
It does. And the song is pretty good too.
Yeah, like look at this, man. Like kind of, you know, aesthetic complaints aside, like the technical execution of the art in this game is fantastic. Like,
Well, these are the Odin Sphere guys.
yeah,
and the,
Muramasa guys.
Muramasa
dudes.
Like, look at that.
Yeah. And this is really nice in HD too because this is the first thing that they've had at this high resolution. So you really do get a much better sense of the detail that goes into these drawings.
This is actually the first time I've seen this on the PS3. I've played it only on the Vita so far.
So what are we looking at here, Peter?
So this is the world map of Hydaelyn Kingdom, and basically you got to collect these 9 talismans that, for whatever reason, will give you the power to defeat the ancient dragon that is sort of threatening your kingdom here. Having already beat it on normal, you then find out, oh wait, there's more than one dragon.
Oh,
and
no.
It kind of repeats, right? But like. The loot that you get is obviously better, and the enemies you fight are stronger, but the enemies kind of take on different properties. Like a goblin before would only have been a knight, but now it's like a goblin that can cast magic.
So we're on hard now.
Okay, so that sounds pretty Diablo-like of having like
Yeah.
like enemy types that sort of mix and match attributes. and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So Peter, when you played this, did you have allies with you?
Yeah, like when you're crawling through dungeons, you find piles of bones, and those are like, you know, the remains of warriors from before you. And you basically take those back to a temple and you resurrect them. You also have the option of burying them for free, and you might earn a like an item of theirs. It's not guaranteed.
So,
So here's I'm gonna do something weird right here. See these little markings on the wall?
how are you getting that cursor?
To the right stick.
Okay.
So if I touch those,
I got one too.
you can cast a spell with these rune stones.
Oh,
But there are
weird.
like certain combinations at work, and you kind of have to figure out what they are. Like that didn't really help me at all. I could have cast a different spell, but it's really hard to remember what they all are because they're kind of cryptic.
Wait, there's another witch here.
Yes. I don't know why. Oh no! Oh, no. So that ally joined us.
Yeah, that's
She's part of my
she's
troop.
like an AI, right?
Hey, check me out.
Yeah.
Hey, check me out.
Okay, so what,
Check me out.
you see that little guy on the
Check
left?
me out.
You can use him to unlock those chests. If you click on that little chest right there. Shit, where am I?
There's a lot going on here.
It can
Yeah.
be, yeah, it can be hard to tell where you're at. Especially during multiplayer.
I have low health. Do I have any way to heal?
Whoa.
You know, we should maybe go down to normal mode.
Yeah.
Might
So
be a good
yes,
idea.
because all these characters that we're playing are like level 2 and 3,
Right.
and this is effectively New Game Plus, is what you're saying?
New Game Plus, yeah, but you're not just playing the same content over again.
Yeah.
It's largely the same.
Is there a penalty for dying?
You can only die so many times, and eventually you have to pay gold to get resurrected.
What are the buttons here?
So square is your basic attack, but if you're a magic user, it's a really light attack, but it also recharges MP.
Okay.
And then you use circle to cast magic.
Okay.
And depending on what direction you press with the D-pad or the analog stick, you'll cast different magic. You know, you
Okay.
press down, you do like an immediate sort of area attack. You know, forward, it'll
Yeah.
sort of shoot out.
So like here's me. Like if I just tap the button, I shoot fireballs. If I
Yeah.
hold it, I do that.
Yeah.
If I hit up, oh I'm out of MP. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting the kind of same.
So like if I hit up, I do the firewall. If I hit down, I do the circle. That's kind of neat. So the wizard tutorial said he has other types of spells you can equip. How do you do that?
So every time you beat a boss or you level up, you get a skill point, and you go to the Adventurers Guild and you can buy new skills.
Yeah, I saw that stuff. So,
Yeah,
but
so-
is there a way to like? Oh, I guess this character just doesn't have that stuff yet.
Right, he doesn't have any extra skills just yet.
Because he's super low.
So for the knight, you know, it's like my combo gets extended right here with that flurry. You can upgrade how long he can attack in midair. You can send off these little shockwaves that'll hurt enemies from a distance. There's a lot of different skills, and there are skills that are based on your class, and there are common ones that go between all different characters.
Suddenly, a robot
What?
Yeah, every dungeon has multiple paths. Two, really. And this is kind of where you decide if you want to take the easy or the hard path, right? You have two different bosses.
Oh, weird.
Very different levels.
How do we help Ricky?
Put him out of his misery? I don't know.
I don't think Ricky needs any help. He looks like he's doing well on his own.
Cyclops is cool, but let's just go here.
What should I do? What should I do?
You basically are stuck. So you can set different loadouts for your characters here and choose between them based on who you're fighting.
Ah.
But I never found an instance where that was really helpful, or
So
at least
Do the
worth
bosses
going out of your way.
Bosses ever have like elemental affinities where you need a certain type of gear or anything like that?
Yeah, it'll come down to like status effects. That's usually what it is. Like if you fight Medusa, like so you should be wearing equipment that helps against petrification and stuff.
How do I regain health?
Regaining health,
Well, but dying is one way, right?
dying is one way. You have items that you can use. I don't think you guys have any right now. It's kind of, I mean, it's actually hard to jump in multiplayer when it's such a big difference in levels.
Yeah, I bet.
So this little
Oh man, I died really quickly
Yeah.
again.
So you can get your weapon knocked out of your hand too, which leaves you just with your bare-fisted melee attacks. Some characters are designed to fight with a completely different style without their weapon, and they're pretty adept at it. Like the elf, for example, when she loses her bow and arrow, she's really good at kicks and sort of aerial attacks.
Ouch.
But yeah, I mean, this can get really chaotic. It's kind of,
It's a little nuts.
it's a little nuts. Yeah, I mean,
Well, especially because this is the first time I'm jumping in. I have no idea whose attacks or whose.
Did those bones just say consarnate?
yes, those bones have little messages. And say this purple thief that keeps jumping around, he's stealing our gold. He's down in
he's
the bottom
bad
right.
guy?
Yeah, and in the hard mode, he automatically drops bombs wherever he was, and it's like pretty much impossible to handle him.
Why did we start
getting
on
hurt.
hard?
I don't know, because we didn't think this ahead. I guess.
Peter secretly hates
Can we
us.
take this back down to easy
Yeah,
or
let's do it.
normal? Okay.
do it.
I'm kind of just finding it really hard to even understand what you're saying. Like, what are you saying? What'd you say?
What?
What?
Who said? What?
Huh?
And maybe you can show me a little bit of the like RPG element while we're out of combat.
You know, that's probably a good way to level really fast.
Yeah. Do you get more experience? I hope for playing it on hard.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The amount you guys just got.
Brad.
Sorry.
Next.
Ah, yes. We should go through this real quick.
All right, so all the treasure you find is mysterious. You don't really know what it is, and you have to pay to get it appraised, But obviously you could get something that's not worth the value you paid for the
Right.
appraisal, and therefore you're out of money.
So you could just sell it if you're thinking it's dumb.
Yeah, and so like these items, the amulet on the right, or on the bottom, like any class can use that. But this, I can't use it, and I don't have a desire to hold on to it for the
Whatever, I
character.
can use it.
Yeah, whatever, exactly.
Ah,
So-
too late.
Did you sell it?
Yep.
So here I got that, it's worth less than I paid for it, but
You could use it. though,
You
right?
roll, you take your chances.
At least they give you the rank of the treasure before you appraise it, so
Yes.
you know if it's going to be worth having or not.
And
probably.
they show you a preview of like how many attributes it'll have attached
Right.
to it.
Have you been getting some fat loot in the hard mode?
I have some fat loot.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah, you
So,
got
yeah.
like the Worm Slayer's Basilard or something like that.
Oh, I did.
I think that's what you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
But
okay.
does that actually look different on your character?
Yes.
That's cool. Does
Yes.
shield look different?
Yes. The rest of the stuff does not. As
Okay.
far as I can tell.
Not even the scrappy chrome amulet.
All right. So what can you do in like the inn, and how do you level up your man? Oh boy.
Oh.
Check it out. It's a map.
Yeah. It's like a menu system basically for
Yeah.
the town. There's
So
only
yeah,
one
yeah,
town.
like so like you pick up quests at the guild, and that's where you also skill up, right?
Yeah. Lucane's Tower is where you talk to Gandalf,
Okay.
and he'll sell you rune stones.
Yeah, I've actually got the quest to go find and rescue him right now.
Ah, gotcha. So let's go to the magic shop,
okay.
which is right here. We were basically right there anyway. Just to kind of give another example of.
Whoa!
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of
Yes.
She
this kind of
huge?
stuff is the argument against this art style, which is
Sure.
and I think it's just super unfortunate because I mean, whatever, if you're offended by it or not, that's your business. But it just doesn't do anything for the game. It adds zero
Sure.
to it.
Well, I don't know. It's like it's
feels-
like heavy metal. You know?
Well-
It's
yeah,
like-
but that's different.
I feel
though.
like
it's
it-
made for that.
I also feel like it's like even a notch above heavy metal, to be honest. Like,
You think?
it's- the extreme.
still has
Well,
clothes on.
I don't know. I don't know. It feels highly pandering, you know.
But like I feel like the entire world is set up in this art style, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
So it's
It
like,
is.
hey man, you live in here.
Yeah, but then you
start
have,
working
but
out.
also,
but then
you
you
know,
have
and-
other characters who are not as grotesquely,
Sure.
exaggerated.
Okay.
Well, and, you know,
Heroes.
the head Vanillaware guy did not do this game any favors in the last few months.
By saying what?
And there was some minor kerfluffle.
Oh.
Kotaku had a piece that was basically shitting on it, and his response was like, I did this because I want to. Like, it's not for you.
Well,
if you
he
don't
also
like it."
made some. Well,
Oh yeah.
let's not get into it. It was some
Unfortunate
fairly
remarks.
ugly stuff, but he then apologized. So whatever.
Fair enough. Discussion for a different day. Yeah. Anyway.
So this is what you do. What is where you buy magic?
Yeah. No. This is where you buy equipment and sort of stuff like that. But generally, you're gonna only use the stuff that you find in dungeons. I don't have control right now. You guys do.
Oh,
Okay.
weird.
It's
it might
Brad.
Be, it might be me. Goodbye. Oops. I did not mean.
That's
to
all right.
do
Let's
that.
get out of there anyway.
Yeah, I was starting to get a little weird in there.
Let's see here. Well, let's get out of let's change the difficulty. May have to go back to the tavern for
okay.
that. Yeah, we gotta go back to the tavern.
So
You know, and I'm kind of the opinion it's stuff is offensive when it offends somebody. So if people
Right.
are genuinely offended
Yeah,
by
I
it,
mean,
then it's
yeah.
offensive, right?
like,
Yes.
who are you to tell somebody not to be offended by something?
I
Like, come
am
on.
nobody.
Not you, but I mean you in general. Like,
Again, nobody.
Where's the difficulty? All right. Well, actually, do you guys want to watch me play with some people like closer to my level?
Sure,
Maybe?
yeah.
In lieu of that. All right.
Oh man, that's gonna be even
Absolutely.
crazier. You telling me to get out of here? Telling me to
yes.
bail out of here? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Uh,
Can you bail
I
out as
also
well?
need to bail out. I bailed. Here's a question. So, even in the first like hour or so of the game, I did a story quest at a given dungeon, and then I went back later, or I went to the guild and got like a side quest that sent me back to that dungeon like almost immediately. Like,
Yeah.
do you end up running the same locations over and over to do different things?
You do. I mean, there are 9 dungeons. And you'll
Okay,
go,
well, that's kind of what I was going to ask was
Yeah.
how many actual discrete dungeons there are.
Yeah, there are 9, and you'll go through them, time and time again.
Okay.
It helps that they have that sort of branching path once you get
Right,
to the
right,
middle.
right. So it's not going to be exactly the same every time.
Not
but
exactly the
it
same.
seems like you need to be down for a little bit of a grind to play this game, right?
You do.
Like, I mean, that's fine if you are, but you know,
mean, like, when you get
know
to-
what you're getting.
When you get to later boss fights, there are a lot of gimmicks that are very different. Like, there's one where you have to fire a cannon to like shoot the arms off of a kraken. There's another one where if you don't beat the monster quick enough, you all fall into lava and he escapes because he's fine. And and so it's not just sort of like this. You can't just go through bashing,
Right,
just
right.
buttons time and time again.
God, the backgrounds are so nice.
I mean, and the animation is
Yeah.
is really good too.
Like, then I still can't get over this. Like,
I think, like you said,
make it go fast. Make it go
despite the style, the execution is really nice.
make it go fast. Or is that the fastest? Is it fast as it goes? Oh God.
So-
I think even by how much of a trouble we're having getting in here and doing a straight job of explaining this game must speak to some of its depth at least, because like
Yeah.
this isn't just jump in and start pounding the button. This isn't Double Dragon.
No, it's not. Although that's sort of like the heritage here, right?
So what did you just jump into?
I jumped into a game with a bunch of Japanese players.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they're all playing fighters, except for
Except for the Amazon, yeah.
Suddenly,
Hey, I remember you.
what's
Hey,
up, buddy?
Ricky.
Ricky, the magician's apprentice,
It's Ricky Mouse.
he says that wayward wizards have waylaid the labyrinth again. There must be a
man.
reason mages keep attacking.
I mean, this
Which path
this
will you
dude's handle on anatomy is just. I mean, he's got it down.
So we're
It's-
talking about like George Kamitani is the guy
Yeah,
that we're talking about.
right.
Like, is he surely is not the sole artist on this stuff?
Dude, I don't know.
Is that
I mean,
the case? Like, it just seems like such an incredible volume of artwork that needs to be done here. Like, I can't imagine one person doing all
Well,
of it.
he might.
probably
He
did all
might.
the key art.
Yeah, he might do all the key art, and then
Okay.
somebody else might tween.
I mean, obviously, I could see him, being the art director, like the guy who sets the tone and the direction of everything.
He's also like, isn't he the CEO of Vanillaware? I mean, isn't
Yeah, I
he
think
like
he
the
is,
man?
yeah.
basically?
I mean,
Labyrinth was built
I think
yeah.
that person's name was Zildjian. Drew, how do you say that? It's a symbol.
I don't know.
Yeah, Zildjian.
So yeah, here you need to get the ghost with fire because you can't kill them otherwise. You got environmental hazards. Let's see.
Did you like Knights of the Round? Is that what it was? Is that the
Oh, the
name?
old Capcom.
Knights of the Round was one of them. Yeah, there was
Pretty
the.
good.
God, what else do they have?
She has got some junk in the trunk.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to tell where you are sometimes here. I mean, that's for sure.
So when you did this, when you were playing for review and stuff,
Yeah.
did you mostly do it online, or did you solo a lot of it?
I did some stuff online. I mostly soloed.
Does it scale the difficulty when more people are in?
It does scale difficulty. I can't really say for sure if it's because of the number of people you have or the average level.
Did you find you were gaining levels faster while you were playing solo? Like you split experience? You must.
No, I think you all get the same experience.
Okay.
I like your clavicle just fine, thanks.
You know, I feel like this is sort of the game where you really need to communicate with people, because when you have different classes, like the fighter, for example, you can turn him into a human shield
Right.
and not even worry about attacking as much. But in order to do that, you need to be able to communicate strategy, you know? And there's also runes to activate, and you want to defend the person who's going to activate that rune. So it can be sort of like a, you know, it can be mayhem, but it can also be kind of choreographed as well.
Did you wind up playing with like headsets on other people?
No, I did not.
Who has headsets on the PS3? Come on.
So right there, you guys saw
Just
those
kidding.
candles that were on the floor. That's like, there's like a quest where you can snuff all those candles out, and it opens up a new thing. Like these people are worshiping some sort of devil.
All right, that's cool. Like the dungeons that I had gone through so far were super straightforward, but I mean that is early game stuff.
Yeah, a lot of side quests open up new things in dungeons that weren't there before. Like it'll reveal to you that there's a hidden wall like behind a painting, and so then you keep an eye out for that painting.
Right.
Stuff like that. And it also informs a lot of the history of the world and the people in it, because the story is pretty dry. There's not a lot to it, but the
Right.
side quests offer a lot of background that the game really needs. But that's definitely not its strong suit. I mean, this is a gameplay first.
It's a loot game. It's an RPG.
So, Muramasa came to the Wii, right?
Yeah, the Wii, and then it was just re-released on the Vita.
So the Vanillaware is not necessarily like second party Sony or anything like that.
Oh
right?
no.
So is there any chance this stuff will come to a PC?
This?
Yeah.
It could, yeah. Kind of surprised they didn't do it on the 360. I mean, I guess they just, there's no audience for it in Japan. But yeah, I guess presumably they could put it on whatever they want.
Good if we can get to a boss here. The boss battles are really great in this game.
Unless Sony did fund this game and I totally am unaware of it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I mean, because all their stuff has come
I've
to
never heard
Sony
that.
first, at least, right?
No, like you said yourself,
Oh,
games
I thought
were on the
Muramasa.
Wii.
Muramasa was on the Wii
Yeah.
at first?
Odin Sphere was totally a Wii game first.
Oh no,
Odin
Odin
Sphere?
Sphere is PS2.
Was it?
Yeah, never
was
came
it?
to Wii. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought it did come to Wii eventually.
Not to my
Okay, no,
knowledge.
you're right. Actually, I remember that now.
And I
that
thought
was-
Muramasa came to the PlayStation brand first,
Vita. No, yeah, it came to the Wii first.
Wait, which one got the HD
Muramasa.
remake? That was Muramasa.
Yeah.
Okay. God, actually, yeah, I remember Odin Sphere coming out when I was still here at GameSpot the first time. That was ages ago.
but so Peter, you played both of those games, Muramasa and Odin Sphere?
Yeah.
And would you say this is a little deeper?
I mean, Odin Sphere is pretty deep, and so is Muramasa. I mean, they're both deep. They're all deep. It's
Because I got kind of bored of those games after a while. Like,
there's a limited depth. I mean, that's
Aren't those games a little more story-driven than this?
Yeah.
Like, this is much more of an RPG, right?
Muramasa is more action-driven. Odin Sphere is more story-driven, but
Yeah.
they all have action, and they all have an action aspect to the
Spot
gameplay.
the stolen key lying next to the crushed corpse of the magician.
take the key, take the key.
Whoa!
Oh,
So yeah,
no.
here you've got to like put that key in the lock to prevent more of the Cyclops from coming out.
These guys need to lay off the meat, it looks like.
What? Like, just do it, man. Get in there.
And we are doing like no damage to this guy, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, no damage.
What's up with that
But
third
they're-
guy just hanging out with his hand sticking out over there?
He's
Right, so
trying to
you-
hold the door up, I think.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you
okay.
so you have to prevent him from coming in.
Oh, that's cool.
Because the health bar will go up if another Cyclops gets in there.
Huh.
But we're not going to beat this guy. I mean, we're doing like 0 damage.
Is he like elemental or something? Does he take?
No. I think it's a matter of level. I think he's level like 51 and we're all 40, around 40.
What are all the numbers popping off of him?
That's just the damage you're doing per hit.
So you are hitting him, it's just not enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got about 10% down. But we're all losing life really quickly.
Is there a rune in here or something you can pop?
There might be a rune. But that's the thing, right? If I go look for it, then I'm kind of neglecting the rest of the team right now.
What if you shut that door?
They've got the key in the hole. It should be shutting. I mean,
It's just shutting
it's
slowly.
doing it slowly, yeah. Shit.
Furiously resisting their attempts to close the door.
Oh, you guys are killing it.
So they've cast a spell on themselves now, which they normally wouldn't have done in normal mode. So, yeah, which makes them stronger. But we're doing a pretty good job. We might beat them.
Door's closed.
Did you fight this exact same battle in normal mode?
Yes.
Like, are there any scenarios or enemies or encounters that are exclusive to this second playthrough?
Not
Or-
that I've seen yet.
So it's all the same content then.
It's all the same content, just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You're Victor, right? Or you're Sid.
Sid, yeah.
And you're dead. No, you're
Dead.
back.
I'm coming back.
You guys got this.
The knight is really, or the fighter is somewhat simple compared to the rest of the characters.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably more than anything why I was getting bored by this game. Is that it's
When you select classes, though, it tells you that this is for normal players.
Right.
And then the magic users are for more advanced players.
Right.
And, you know, it's.
which I wish that maybe I wish the wording was a little bit different on that stuff because like I think the wizard says for expert players, but then when
Yeah.
I tried the wizard, I was like, well, this guy's actually interesting to play
Yeah.
because he's got more options. You know, the knight is. I mean, you know, you can pop guys up in the air and stuff like that, but it is pretty hack and slashy.
Yes.
You a handsome
If you play by default, I mean, you can get really specialized with him and make
Yeah.
him, a human shield.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe-
you just don't start seeing a lot of that depth until you start unlocking skills.
Maybe you're an expert player.
I don't know about that.
Maybe. Continue adventure, turn it down.
I don't know.
Continue with you. Just
Well, sure. See where these
is
guys
there anything
want
else
to
to
take
show back in town?
I think I don't know. We've kind of covered the.
There's a lot of stuff in town, yeah.
Do you know? So you're in another guy's game, or are you just playing his story progress right now? Do you know how that stuff works?
I'm not positive. I think because
Like
it
you-
said that I got the Aqua Talisman that I actually did earn it.
Okay.
So, but we can jump out and see. But it's,
built a giant tower.
it's almost like I have more fun playing to level up my character and find treasure than I do advancing the story.
And it is said that the entire city was
So yeah,
leveled.
there's that. So there I just tried to cast a rune spell, but it didn't add up to anything.
So Peter, what did you give this on GameSpot?
Give it 8 out of 10, Vinny.
8 out of 10?
8 out of 10.
What would you give it on a five-star scale?
That might be a 4.
About 4? Okay.
Yeah, the math checks out.
Yeah.
We don't go by math. It's completely different.
Go by the gut.
Yeah.
There's
what,
sorry.
What didn't you like about it?
I didn't like the fact that characters get jumbled up on screen. I had, my issue with the art is not that it offended me, but it was that it was inconsistent in its delivery and style. The sort of sexualization stuff just didn't fit for me in the world, I understand the odd proportions, but to make it so blatantly sexual, I thought was a disservice to the sort of vision.
Like distracting from the.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Case in fucking point.
You know,
Well,
Is that,
Alright.
is that a chastity belt?
Purified this
I would imagine so.
It kind of looks like there's a lock there or
Yeah.
something.
Something bad happened to her leg, though.
But it's like, but it's like this isn't.
That's a little much.
You
just-
don't.
it's-
You don't
it's-
need this, and
it's-
it's so obvious and in your face
It's just
that it,
it's.
Is
yeah,
there a lot of stuff like this?
It's entirely unnecessary.
There's, there's like a mermaid where instead of the fish starting at the waist, the fish part starts in her butthole.
in the temple.
Ew.
Yeah, I
Wait.
said it, butthole.
I don't even know how that works.
Yeah. What?
There's like a, it's sort of like a 3/4 view of her, and it just sort of snakes out of her butt crack.
I don't even... She have legs?
she's a mermaid.
All right.
For me, I feel like a good litmus test on this stuff is: do I feel embarrassed looking at it?
Right. Would
Yeah.
you be weird if your mom
Would I
walked
feel
in?
embarrassed if people that I know that don't like video games
Sure.
saw me looking at this and thought that I was into it? And the
Sure.
answer is a resounding yes.
Yeah, that was that was a little much.
With the holy power to repel demons, you must stop the evil.
That is intentionally drawn to
Yes,
evoke a certain
yes,
something.
There's not
Yeah.
there's not a lot of subtlety there. That's pretty clear.
But I mean, I think largely I would recommend this game to anybody. I mean, an 8 for us is a great score, right? I mean, that's basically how we summarize it. If a game like Diablo is your thing.
Wait,
even
what
if
do you summarize 9 as?
Stump the experts.
Superb.
Greater?
It's
Greater.
even more for everybody.
More great?
Mas bueno.
You're right. I mean, that is my sense of it, is that like you really need to be down for running dungeons and getting loot and building
Yes.
a character and then building the character even better, you know, like.
It's basically, I mean, for me, this is Diablo in a different shell.
Right, right.
I have a really hard, and people are saying that maybe that's not the case, but I have a really hard time seeing it any other way.
Yeah. I can totally see where you're coming from.
Well,
I mean, these ghosts are fucking awesome.
unless you think there's anything else,
Yeah, I think that's
that's about
Oh, jeez.
Pretty good overview.
yeah, definitely better than we could have done on our own. You and I,
absolutely,
Brad,
yeah.
for sure. So thanks, Peter, for
Yeah, appreciate it.
coming in and demoing your game for
You guys
us.
kicking me off here?
We owe
Yeah,
you,
we're done. Your segment's over.
we owe you a Coke.
Are you gonna keep playing this, or are you done?
I think yeah, I'll resurrect myself. Why not?
No, I mean, are you done playing this game in general?
Oh, no. I'm going to keep playing it.
Yeah.
It's on the Vita. I don't know. I think it's better suited on the Vita.
You know, we should mention that. I mean, this, it's sadly it's not cross-buy. You have to buy both versions separately, but you can upload your characters back and forth.
How much is it
$40?
on each platform?
No. I want to say it's 50 on the PS3.
Okay,
Man, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of
that's pricey.
that's a pretty intense value proposition, but it is, you know, it is literally the same game. Like, it looks pretty much just as good on the.
The only difference
On the
between the
Vita.
two, this cursor right here, you have to control it with the right stick on the PS3, and the Vita, it's touchscreen. So in the heat of battle, you can, you know, tell your buddy to go unlock a chest or open a door or activate a rune spell in the midst of doing other things.
And the frame rate keeps up on the Vita?
There's a little bit of slowdown. It's not too bad though.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, the Vita's a little bit lower resolution than this, but the art still looks fantastic on there.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'm surprised it's not cross-buy, but I guess whatever.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they had offered some kind of option. I mean, 90.
All right, so right here,
90
someone
bucks.
needs to stand on that button for me to go in that door, and I've never been able to do that on my own because the moment you step off it,
Well, stand on the button.
Somebody let him in. Let him in.
Well, you're not gonna be able to get in, but
Somebody
somebody else
should
go in
go
the
in.
damn
Go,
door.
go, go,
in
go,
the damn
go.
door.
Go.
Go in the damn door. Go up. Oh, now you go
I
up.
can't.
Now you go up.
Yes.
And then what's in there? Have you never been in here?
never been in here.
Well, that's gonna do it. If you want to see what's in this room, check out Dragon's Crown on the PlayStation 3 or the Vita.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do it.
Thanks.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you guys.